Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. I'm a recovering addict. My sobriety date is July 13th, 2015, and I'm currently utilizing a maintenance medication called Suboxone, and I am on a Suboxone taper. I have managed to taper down from 12 milligrams to 2 milligrams, and I've done that over the span of about 18 months. I wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk to you guys about the purpose of Real Talk Recovery, because I've been TikToking, y'all. Your girl's been TikToking, and I just got hella inspired over there. It's like such a huge platform with so many people on it, but the people that are on it are like so active. It's really quite interesting how easy it is to get people to follow you on TikTok. Now, I don't have a lot of followers, I only have 100, but that's like in one day. And, you know, I've had some pretty awesome TikTok content creators that shouted me out and did duets with my videos. And so it's like everybody over there like wants to help each other. It's like no competition. Everybody's like super sweet. And so it was really cool. But I got inspired because I've been watching a bunch of people over there on TikTok, and I found a bunch of recovering addicts that are utilizing maintenance medication. And of course, you know, I invited them over here. So let me get myself together. Hey, Bobby. My back is hurting. Hey, Black Cartel. It wasn't too bad, Bobby, honestly. It wasn't too bad. That's a great question, Black Cartel. Black Cartel asked, would you go Suboxone for life or would you try cannabis? So just so you know, Black Cartel, I'm actually, that's kind of my idea. So I am on a Suboxone taper, and I'm currently, like I said, down to 2 milligrams, and I have been reading a lot about medical marijuana, and so I am going to put in for my medical marijuana card here in Arkansas and see how it goes. And I will let y'all know how it goes. Hey, Christy. You know, I'm on a mission. So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. If you guys don't mind, share this video. If you're on Facebook or anything like that, if you don't mind sharing it, that would really help me out a lot. For some reason, like YouTube's not sending out any notifications to people that are subscribed to my channel. Like, they're just not. So I'm actually going to share it into the Real Talk Recovery group. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission, yeah. That was creepy sounding, huh? I'm on a mission. I just heard myself on Facebook. It sounded crazy. Oh. That was creepy. I hope this is okay. I'm just sharing this to all the groups I'm a part of, so we'll see if they let me share it. Some people kind of get upset when I share some people get upset when I share my videos, which I don't understand. We live, y'all. Okay. So back to the subject at hand. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about is I wanted to talk to you about the mission / purpose of Real Talk Recovery and why I started my channel, because I know there's a lot of new people here, okay? Hey, girl. I'm doing good. Thanks, that stupid chick. Hey, Jessica. Yeah, so since I'm on Suboxone, like at my clinic, they won't let you like move up to quarterly if you smoke pot. So that's why I don't smoke pot like in my recovery now. Now I might smoke once a year. Like I said, I'll take a hit once a year if somebody around me has it, but I don't like smoke on a regular basis. But here's the thing, you guys. I support all recovery. I support medical marijuana. I support maintenance medication. I support whatever you have to do to stay on the straight and narrow and do the right thing, you know. And here's the thing. There's so much judgment in the recovery community towards other addicts and their pathways. And so I just need to get this out of the way really fast, okay? So on this channel, we support multiple pathways. We support anything that's bettering your life. If that means that you are utilizing medical marijuana, if that means you're utilizing Suboxone or methadone, if that means that you're utilizing plant medicine, whatever it is, I'm never going to judge you or anything like that. Now, I do want you to be safe, though, okay? And so there's an argument going, you know, there's a lot of people get really heated. And so that's why I don't talk about like kratom over here on my channel. Now, I don't not support you if you use kratom in your recovery, right? One of my best friends, Avalon, utilizes kratom, and she has been using it for 2 years, and she's been doing great. She's been staying sober. She's been going to meetings. She's just been doing a great job. And so, you know, to each their own. I just want you to be as safe as you can. And for me, in my recovery, I have to be under doctor's care. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what makes me feel safer, okay? Hey, PS Fart. I'm going to be trying to switch from methadone to the marijuana. Is that what it is, Boxcar Rick? But here's the thing. This is the purpose and the mission behind Real Talk Recovery, okay? The mission is to have a community of recovering or active or whatever you are, recovering people that are working towards recovery that are non-judgmental and very open-minded, okay? You can go to any other 12-step program or recovery program and get all kinds of opinions on whether or not you should be on Suboxone or methadone or marijuana or antidepressants or kratom, whatever. Here, we're not really worried about what you're doing what your medication is or what you're using to aid in your recovery. What we're focused on here is building healthy relationships, healthy coping skills, and utilizing the fellowship of one another to stay sober one day at a time. So the purpose of this channel and this whole group is fellowship, is support. And when supporting each other, it's really important to lay our opinions to the side, because I'm going to tell you straight up, opinions kill people, okay? Opinions are what causes a ruckus, and I don't want that over here. So I support you no matter what your pathway is. Now, for my own personal pathway, I do share my journey here with you guys on what works for me, and that's just my personal pathway. But just because it works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. and doesn't mean I don't support you in your recovery. And I think that I have been pretty open and very vocal about how I support the people in my life and in their recovery. Now, if somebody came up to me and they asked me my suggestion, then I would give them my honest suggestion, but I don't just go out and I'm not going to just give you the suggestion unless you ask for it. So, yeah, okay, now that we got that out of the way, the purpose of Real Talk Recovery is open-minded, all-inclusive, non-judgmental support. Hey, Rainey. And it's also we are also on a mission to help destigmatize the use of maintenance medication in the recovery community, because there's too many other recovering addicts and alcoholics out there who have forgotten where they've come from and think that they have the right to judge us for being on maintenance medication. And that is one thing I just cannot stand, y'all. I cannot stand that. So if there's one way to ever get on my bad side, it's to come up into one of our groups and start being all ugly and judging people about their pathway. That's just one of the ways to get on my shit list. I don't put up with that kind of shit. I will block and delete the person real quick, because you can go anywhere else and talk your shit about that kind of stuff. Just don't bring it over here. You know what I mean? Just don't bring it over here. We're trying to help each other, okay? And some of you might say, well, Nicole, you can't just coddle people. You can't just tell them what they want to hear. Honey, it's not my job to tell you anything, okay? Now, if you have a sponsor and you're working with somebody in a recovery program, they can talk to you about stuff. But here's the thing, even a sponsor or somebody doesn't have the right to tell you what you should be doing, as far as medication and treatment. Okay, so always remember that. A lot of people, when they get into recovery and they're abstinent, they start getting big britches. And they start thinking that they have authority to tell you how to run your life. Honestly, you guys, they're only there to make suggestions. Now, if I had listened to every person in recovery when I first started my journey, I would have jumped off Suboxone at 3 months sober, and I probably would have relapsed. Okay, so luckily I found some good people, some like-minded individuals who believed in the therapeutic value of medication-assisted treatment, and I surrounded myself with those people so that way I could meet other people that believed the same way I do. And let me tell you this, I have many friends who were in the rooms with me, and this is nothing against AA or NA, but I have many friends that were in the rooms with me who were hiding that they were on medication for antidepressant, medication for anxiety, medication for pain, and they felt insecure. They felt like they couldn't share that with their sponsor or with the rooms. And that's a sucky feeling to have. I cannot tell you guys how many times I get comments from people that tell me they're on maintenance, and they ask me, am I in recovery? Am I really in recovery? And this is what my answer is to you. If you are on Suboxone or methadone, and you take it as prescribed, and you're working on healing the trauma, the pain, the bad behaviors that you practice in your active addiction, then absolutely you are in recovery. And that's the difference. There's a difference between being on a maintenance medication, you guys, taking it to get high, selling it at your clinic, and then going and buying dope. There's a difference, okay? I'm not talking about that, obviously. I'm talking about people who really want recovery. Joe says, before I found you, I was in the process of aggressively tapering off Suboxone. I was setting myself up for failure. I'm thankful that God brought me into my life, brought you into my life as well as Mara. Me too, Joe. You are in recovery when you say you're in recovery. We don't have medical marijuana jobs now. Some don't look for Suboxone, but they do pot. So it says it's a street drug. Yeah, Bobby, it's like that here in Arkansas too, because it's the Bible Belt. But when I taper and I go to jump off maintenance, I want to have my medical marijuana card just in case I need it. You know what I'm saying? So I just put on a light layer of foundation. I don't need a lot because my skin has been acting pretty nice lately. So thank God, right? So let me take this a step further. I haven't done one of these Suboxone matte treatment rant videos in a while. So y'all get ready because here we go. Okay. There is enough people out there doing 12-step abstinence-based recovery. They can all stay together, right? But the thing about it is I was hoping that through my sobriety, we could start bringing together people and having allies in those fellowships, which I have been able to make some allies in the rooms that support maintenance medication and support science, right? It's okay, Todd. I'm just doing my makeup while I'm talking. Today is such a great day today. I'm so blessed. In fact, we all are. I get to take my wife out tonight for a great dinner. I try to do this same, Joe. I also was setting myself up for failure. Yes. Okay. So here's the thing, you guys. And I don't want you guys to think that I know the answers to everything, but I do know this. Many people on Suboxone go to get off because of the judgment of others. It's not because they're ready to get off, okay? And if that's something that you're doing, if you're getting off because of what other people are telling you to do, then you've got to get away from those people and start surrounding yourself with people who support you and believe in you, okay? Now, if it's a personal decision that you want to get off, that's okay. But don't be stupid and think you can just jump off 8 milligrams and be all right, There's no rush, and that's what I keep on trying to tell people. It's like there's no deadline to be off, okay? You just got to do what's best for you. Take your time. Go slow. There's no race, okay? Hey, Evan. I'm sorry. You're high on meth right now? Ooh, I remember those days, honey. I remember those days. I was psychotic when I was high on meth. So how are you holding up? When's the last time you slept? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find one of my brushes to blend this damn bronzer in. Where's my bronzer brush? Oh, mercy. Dang it. I don't know where my bronzer brush is. Yeah, getting high on meth is not fun, especially whenever you're just like miserable. I used to be miserable on dope, y'all. You're not alone, okay? Evan, you're in the right place. Stick around with us. We'll get you through this, and then you'll get sobered up, and then you'll be on the road to recovery. So what you guys want to talk about? So the mission and purpose of Real Talk Recovery, like I said, is non-judgmental, all-inclusive recovery support. It's really focused on the fellowship and supporting of one another, okay? Because that is one thing that I truly believe to be 100% true, is that you cannot do this alone, okay? I tried for many years to get sober all alone, And it wasn't until I surrendered and reached out and got help that I was able to get clean and sober and put my life back together and have a good quality of life, you know? So, yeah, I hate not sleeping. Like now, you guys, I love sleeping. Like, the last thing I want to do is not sleep. You know what I mean? My problem was that I didn't know that I was doing anything wrong except for taking my pain away. Oh, so Rainy, oh yeah, you were on pain meds. I keep on forgetting that. Well, it's not that you're doing anything wrong, okay? It's that if you start taking pain medications addictively and abusing them, that's when you start crossing the line. Now, there's a difference. Let's talk about this, you guys. How many of you guys understand the difference between addiction and dependence? Okay? So there's a difference between being an active addiction and being dependent on medication. Okay? So those of us that are utilizing maintenance medication, that are going to therapy and doing recovery and have jobs and are being productive members of society, right? We are dependent on our maintenance medication. We are not addicted, okay? The difference between addiction and dependence is addiction is what comes with all those negative consequences and side effects, like lying, cheating, stealing, overtaking, selling, all that stuff is what comes with addiction, okay? When you're dependent on something, you're not doing those negative behaviors, okay? So that needs to be, you guys need to understand that, you know? They say addiction is when you chase it. Well, yeah, addiction is when you're taking more and more and more to get a desired result, you know? And like I said, it comes with a multitude of different consequences and negative behaviors. Certified free, 7 days a week. So, okay, let me see. I want to show you guys something. Y'all are going to laugh at me, okay? Okay, I want to show y'all something. Y'all are going to laugh at my TikTok. Tell me what y'all think. Yay! Okay. All right. Why do addicts lie? Well, I'm going to give you a couple of reasons. And this is from my own personal experience being an addict. Now, I am in recovery now, but I haven't forgotten all the things I did in my active addiction. Yeah. I'm on TikTok. I'm having so much fun on here too, you guys. Like, seriously, I'm having so much fun. It's awesome. Like, I can't even believe it. You guys have got to, y'all gotta do TikTok with me. I started to chase it until the DEA knocked on my door at 6 a.m. to arrest me. Oh, Rainy, were you going back and forth from different doctor to different doctor shopping? Yep. You guys, I have some stories. Let me tell y'all some stories, okay? So, Rainy, been there, done that, honey. So, whenever I first started getting pills prescribed to me, I was getting them from my family practitioner, right? And I had hustled my way into getting them because I didn't need those. I didn't need no Xanax or the pain pills or the Somas, but I was getting Xanaxes, the little blue football Xanaxes. Started out with the pinks, but then of course, you know, my tolerance level went up and I needed more. Well, and then I was on Soma, and I was on Hydros, Norcos. Don't you know one of my girlfriends called and said I was selling my pills? I was pissed. How are you going to rat me out like that, you know? Oh, gosh. I was so mad at her. But honestly, it just, like, after she did that, I started buying them off the street. And then I started stealing prescription pads. This is before I even met my husband. I stole a prescription pad and was selling the prescription pad papers to people. And then when I met my husband, we met a guy that was able to write prescriptions because his mom was a doctor, and he had learned how to write in Latin, you guys, to write a prescription. I'm not even lying to you guys. Like, it was crazy. But that was years and 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 years ago. But it was something that I did. And my addiction was, you know, get those pills, right? I know, right? Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer says, it is, Merc. Started Subutex 2 days ago after binge watching your videos and others. I'm dealing with a lot of anxiety and panicky feelings while we are trying to find my maintenance dose. Anyone else? Hey, Jennifer, totally been there, girl. Totally been there. I'm really, really proud of you, though. So tell me this, sis. What milligram are you on right now? You're doing great. That's awesome. Listen, take your time. Do not worry. Everything's going to be okay. Okay. Did you transition from like actively using like pills or heroin or fentanyl onto Suboxone, or were you already not using 8 milligrams? Okay. Oh, okay. You know what I did? When I finally got to 12 is when I felt like I was at a good amount. But you know what? Everybody is different. So, you know, you might level out at 10. You could level out at 12. You could go higher than that to 14 or 16. So just listen to your doctor. I'm sure that they have they're doing the best they can to make sure that they keep you at a good, comfortable amount. So you should be just fine, okay? Don't give up, because you're gonna be fine, and just give it a couple more days. Hey Nessa, what's up? Oh, Nessa, come on over here to YouTube, girl. That's where everybody's at. I'll send you the link. Hold on. The beginning is always tough. It's always tough at the beginning, you guys. But once you get balanced out, you'll be just fine. Hold on, Nessa. I'm getting your. I'm gonna put the link for you in the chat so you can come over, you guys. But once you get balanced out, you'll be just fine. Hold on, Nessa. I'm getting your. Okay. I'm gonna put the link. There's the link to the chat on YouTube, Nessa, if you want to come on over, sis. Yes, don't worry. That is common, and your brain is starting to heal now. Keep it up. That's right. You're committed. That's all you got to do, girl. Commit to the process. Then once you get that, you get balanced, then you're going to feel so much better. And this is my suggestion, okay? Like I said, I'm not a doctor. This is not, like, I'm not giving medical advice or anything like that, but this is just my suggestion, okay? Once you get yourself on a good, balanced amount, start coming to Mara meetings with us. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Start coming to Mara. We have Mara meetings on Zoom every day, okay? And we also have meetings here on my channel every night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. But I really want you to get involved with Mara because it is a program for addicts and alcoholics that are utilizing maintenance medication. Non-judgmental, all-inclusive, amazing. When I was coming off heroin, I would get panicky every time I knew there was none left. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's right, Boxcar Rick. We're proud of you. Oh, it's totally normal, sis. It's totally normal. I had a really easy transition, you guys, and it was because I was already off of opiates when I got on Suboxone. And you're probably like, why did you get on Suboxone then? Because I couldn't stay sober. And so I got on Suboxone, and I've stayed sober ever since. So, a lot of people don't understand, if I'm out there and I am newly sober off opiates and I'm going to meetings and I'm trying to stay sober, but I keep relapsing, then am I going to keep relapsing and risk dying? Or should I get on a maintenance medication and do my recovery that way? Or should I keep trying to fit into this square, I'm a square peg trying to fit in a round hole? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want a chance relapsing and losing my son or potentially dying. So I got on maintenance, and now I have not relapsed in 5 years. I have been able to stay sober for 5 years. That's a long time, y'all. You understand that I couldn't put together no time before I did this. And this has saved my life. That's why I get so upset with people, and I try to speak out against people who are judging those of us that are on maintenance, because I want to ask those people, would you rather that person not get on Suboxone and keep relapsing and die of an overdose? Because that's what happens. That is what happens now to people who are addicted to opiates. Okay? They die. It's not like back in the olden days where you could white knuckle it and keep relapsing and quit playing with it and keep playing with your life. Okay? It's not like that. What's that per opiate fix? It is not like that anymore. Okay? This is the new dope days. Okay? Heroin's not even heroin anymore. Okay? It's fentanyl. All right? So you're literally risking your life every time you use. It doesn't matter if it's a pill. It doesn't matter because it's not what it says it's going to be. Okay? Oh no, Sonia. What's going on, girl? They rear-ended y'all? How's your taper going, sis? We're going to have a Zoom patron meeting Sunday at 7 for anyone that's in Patreon that wants to Zoom with us. Oh, for sure. I totally agree, Jennifer. I'm the same way. And same, Raimi. I don't know if I'd be alive either. Oh, yeah, girl. You're going to love Maragen. You're going to love it. Welcome to the Mara family. Merk, hit me with the Mara links, will you? You guys, hit me with the Mara link and our Hangouts chat link that we do, so that way they can join that if they're not going to. So that way when you link, just so you guys know, we have a Hangouts chat, and it's just for anybody that wants to be in there, so that way you get notifications of all the live streams, you get notifications of all the Mara Zoom meetings, you get notifications of anything that's going on in our recovery bubble that we have over here. If you join the Hangouts chat, Merk is like he links everything in there. And sometimes I do too, but he's pretty much the link, the person who stays on top of it. And so, yeah, I don't, Mara is its own entity, but I am a huge supporter of Mara. So I connect anything I can. We connect it to Real Talk Recovery. So that way people will be able to find Mara that don't normally know it's there. Pretty awesome, huh, y'all? I haven't done my makeup in days, you guys. Okay. You like the skin? You like the skin? I love you guys so much. Y'all are my people. Y'all are my people. Okay, let's do these eyebrows now because they're looking not like they fit in. Oh, mercy. I got back on Suboxone because I felt so bad and was still having withdrawals. The withdrawals would get so bad, I would do someone once a week, and with withdrawals just, oh yeah, Bobby. Bobby, I'm so proud of you for getting on. I know that you didn't want to at first, but you see how, listen, a lot of people, like, they don't want to get on because they're like, I don't know, why didn't you want to get on at first, Bobby? Was it because the judgment, or is it because you felt like you were going backwards? Here's the thing, you guys. If you're having struggles getting through the withdrawal or just having a good quality of life off opiates, then getting on maintenance medication is not going backwards, okay? That's helping your recovery. It's helping you stay in recovery, because if you go out and relapse, like I said, you're going to die, okay? And so we are so hard on ourselves to be perfect. And we also have a skewed perspective of what recovery is. You know, recovery is not just abstaining, okay? It's really so much more than abstaining from substances. Recovery consists of many moving parts, okay? And so when you guys get discouraged and you think, well, I'm not sober, that's bullshit, okay? If you're working for your sobriety and you're taking one day at a time and you're actively trying to change your life, then yeah, you are in recovery. And that's why I love Mara, because I believe that. Yeah, good job. Thanks, Mark. I'm proud of you too, Bobby. Okay, so now I have this great giant palette, and we're going to do some makeup out of there. Hey, Neil? Where you at? Oh, okay, never mind. Nathaniel was just calling you.
Yeah, buddy.
I had people tell me I was exchanging one drug for another. Yep. Once I was on MAT, I was going to stay on it for the rest of my life. That really discouraged me from getting into MAT. Yeah, it does. And that's what we don't want people. Here's the thing, you guys. We don't want you to get discouraged from getting help, okay? So this is how all addicts and alcoholics in recovery should be when somebody is reaching out for help, okay? If somebody is saying, hey, I'm thinking about getting on Suboxone, you know what that person who's already sober needs to say? Okay, do whatever you got to do for you. You shouldn't say, you shouldn't discourage somebody from seeking help for their addiction. Okay, and that's what a lot of people do. They start discouraging people from getting help. And it's like, just because you personally had a struggle with these medications doesn't mean that someone else is going to have that same struggle. It's so important for us to remember that, you guys. And that's why this is one of the main reasons why I don't talk about Kratom on my channel, because I know some people that it's worked for, and I don't want to discourage anybody. I don't want anyone to feel judged by me. You know what I mean? That's why I leave it up to the professionals, because I don't know enough about it to even understand it. All I know is what I know about what has worked for me. I can recommend adult children of alcoholics. Oh, wow, that's great, Bob Scarrick. I love that. I felt discouraged because of that too. What finally made me decide to do it was accepting that I have an illness and I need medication to help me cope with that illness. And that's okay. That is right. That is okay. Good job, girl. My relationship with my father, it can be hard to find a group of meetings, but just reading their basic text. Yeah. I cannot wait till our Mara basic text is done, you guys. Did I just put that in the wrong color? I sure did. Get that off there. I'm trying to like do this like kind of cool tone smoky eye, you guys. But I just dipped it like in this red orangey color, so. You know that Mara is 12 steps, you guys, but we have our own 12 steps that have been, created to fit our program. And you know what I got the other day? Some guy on Facebook was commenting to me and telling me that Mara was originated from people that worship some kind of like a cult, okay? And I was trying to explain to him that it's not like Mara is its own thing. It's not related to AA or NA. Just because we have 12 steps, that's the only thing that makes us that is similar to AA or NA is that we have the same number of steps, okay? But we are not, anything. We weren't created back then or nothing. Like this is all brand new. And so this guy was like continuing to argue with me in one of the MAT support groups I'm a part of on Facebook about Mara being part of an occult. And I was like, it's not. Okay, hold on. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hold on. Jessica says, I need you to tell me your skincare secrets, girl. Well, let me just tell you, Jess. I wash my face every single night. I use either this Murad Essential C cleanser, or I use the one that's in the purpley red container. It's Murad, and it's like an AHA, BHA cleanser. Then I also use, hold on, guys. American Addiction Institute of Mind and Medicine. Nicole speaking. How can I help you? Okay, so are you trying to get into are you trying to call the clinic part of the office? Okay, you're already a patient? 949 347 8721. It's honestly like a glitch or something, but that's the right phone number. Because you press any other option, it would come to me. So that option 4 takes you straight to the office. Okay, sorry about that. So, I forgot what I was saying. Hey, Shannon, what's up, girl? It's been a while. So glad to see you in here. I'll be right back. Yeah, sorry, guys. I had to take a work call. Sometimes I have to do that. This is Pagan Margaret. You must have been confused. Yeah, it was weird, Merk, because It was saying, no, he was like saying that because we had 12 steps, that we were like basically in, that we were the same as the AA and NA, and that it was an occult and that it was derived from an occult. That's what he was saying. And I was like, no, wait a second. No, we're not. And I was trying to explain to him that, and he kept on sending me Google images of stuff that he Googled that said Mara is a 12-step program. And so I kept trying to explain to him that we have 12 steps, but we're not the AA, you know? See you, Amy. Yeah, I just hate when people, I hate when it's like I'm trying to like say my point about something and he's like saying that it's an occult. I'm like, no! So I just quit arguing with him, honestly. I just moved on from it. Hey, Shelly, what's up, sis? Oh my gosh, I have to put this in the chat real fast. 8. Okay. Sorry, guys. I hate you. I will tell the people at NA tonight about your YouTube channel. Hey, Josh, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, we are all about all-inclusive recovery here. We're super focused on support of medically assisted treatment because, like I said, there's like a need for that, you know, and because also I'm on maintenance medication. And so the reason why I started this channel was because there was no support for people like us who were utilizing maintenance and who were like serious about staying sober. It's almost like people automatically assume, oh, well, she's on Suboxone, she must not really want to be in recovery. And that's absolutely not true. Like, I love being in recovery. I love helping people. I love doing my YouTube channel. I love being of service. And, you know, being on maintenance medication doesn't make me unable to do those things, you know, and for the longest time, I was told that I would never be able to help others because I'm on Suboxone. I was told that I would never be able to work in the recovery industry because I'm still on maintenance medication. I was told that I wasn't in recovery because I'm on maintenance medication. I was told that my sobriety wasn't valid because I'm on maintenance medication. And like, I'm here to tell you guys that all those stigmas, all those judgments that were thrown at me by other addicts in recovery, I have blown all those out of the way. I work helping others. I have a YouTube channel that's successful helping others. I have my family back. I have you guys, I have everything. And I'm able to do this, and I'm on maintenance medication. And I'm working on getting my certifications to be certified, you know. So, and I was told that I couldn't because I was on MAT. And so, you know, it's just really sad that people like have to do that and feel the need to judge somebody else, you know. You wouldn't judge an alcoholic that's got 20 years sober who is on Xanax because they have high anxiety, would you? No. You know why? Because you would never even know it, because that person probably wouldn't even say it that they were on Xanax. And that's my whole argument with people, you know, in the rooms, is that there are people in the rooms who are addicts and alcoholics, right? Who are in all these recovery programs, right? And they are on prescribed medications. The difference between them and me is that I'm vocal about being on maintenance. Doing okay here. Oh yeah, all of them do it. All of them do it. It's not just AA. It's not just NA. It's just not. It's all of the recovery programs who look down on people that are on maintenance. Yes, it's very true. I just think that because AA and NA are larger and they're more accessible to everybody, that more of us that have been to those meetings have experienced it in real life. You know. Oh, Shelly, I hope you're feeling better, girl. I know that you have, you know, a lot of health stuff going on, but you know, I'm always here if you need to talk, okay? Okay, let's find something. I want to put like a really shiny, taupey, beigey. What color is this? It's like a rose gold. It's pretty. Hey, Christy, Miss Georgia Peach. Y'all, shout out to Christy Gertman in the house. Y'all, Christy, I'm fixing to put you on blast, girl. Y'all, me and Christy was in prison together. And she was probably one of the first people, she was one of the first people I met when I was in prison. We were in the same unit together. And I'm going to be honest. Y'all know I'm honest over here. I was so afraid. I thought I was going to go in there and they were going to gang rape me or something. I was shaking like a leaf, y'all. They don't need to know. You don't have to tell anybody, right, June? The only reason I do is because I want to help you guys. We don't judge people that need heart medications, but there is a lot of stigma around mental health conditions. Absolutely. I speak up for others on that and those whose lives were short-lived due to overdose. Too much stigma in recovery. Yes. That's why. Yes. Girl, Christy, I don't think I've ever told you how scared I was when we met. I really thought that I was going to get in there and you was going to shank me or something. I was so scary. Oh. I remember crying. I called my mom after they did our intake. We had to take a shower together and get that stuff sprayed on us. Lord, that was horrible. But Christy was one of the first people that I met, you guys, in prison. And she and I actually went through our prison time, you know, fairly smoothly. We had an easy time in there, I feel like. Didn't you feel like that, girl? We did our time and then we got the heck out of Dodge. I had no idea. And, you know, after I realized that it was just basically like a bunch of girls, like it was just a bunch of girls in one spot. It's like a tiny town, you guys, where there's drama and chaos and all kinds of stuff going on. And you have to learn how to navigate different personalities. But honestly, if you're in prison and you get locked up and you just keep to yourself, keep your mouth shut, and don't give people a hard time, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And that's what I did. I got in there, I minded my business, and I was fine. And I met some amazing women in there, and Christy's one of them. Christy's going to come on my channel one day and do a video with me so you guys can kind of get her perspective on what it was like being locked up with me. Christy, you down, girl? Down to come on here and clown with me? Yes. You know what? And that's the thing, like, I was one of, you know, Christy was so nice, y'all. She was very kind, very quiet to herself. And that was one of the things that attracted me to hanging out with her, was that she was just to herself. She wasn't trying to like be big and bad or nothing. There was a lot of girls in prison. That's what they would do. They would think that they had to like be tough or something. And you don't. Like, just mind your business. Damn, that's pretty, isn't it? Okay. Right, Nate? Just mind the business. I have so many stories. I have a lot of stories on my channel too, you guys, about prison, if y'all didn't know that. But Christy might remember things differently than I do. You know what I remember, Christy? I remember being in prison, and I loved eating breakfast, y'all. Let me tell y'all, when they served breakfast, they would give us like sausage biscuits, sausage and gravy, pancakes. We had like a lot of food. I felt like it was a lot. I got so fat in there. I gained probably like 60 pounds when I was locked up in prison. And then when I came out, I lost it all because I went and I started working out. I stayed sober for 9 months when I got out of prison. And when I came out, I started working out and walking everywhere I went. It was hard. It was hard losing that weight because I had really put it on in such an unhealthy way. Just eating and eating and eating. Okay, we're almost done with our finished look. Anybody got any questions or anything? You know, you can talk about anything you want to in here. Nobody's. Yes, girl, the kitchen. I didn't. You know where I worked? I worked in laundry. Didn't you come down the laundry with me towards the end? For some reason, I thought you came down the laundry with me towards the end. Or am I making stuff up in my mind? I'm probably making something up. Nathaniel. My son is. Do you guys have problems with your kids cussing? I knew you did. Okay, yes, because remember we had. I could pick one person to come down there and work with me, and I remember I picked you. Because you guys working in the laundry or the kitchen, those were two really coveted positions because in the kitchen you get to eat, right? Doing whatever we want to do with my worker. Oh, do you remember that little redheaded girl? The young girl. Remember her? Like she was super tiny, red hair from like Fayetteville or something like that. Northwest Arkansas. I can't remember her name. I took her under my wing. I was trying to help her because she was IV Roxy addict. Sweet hustle, hell yeah! And the guard down there, Leonard, the guard down there would let us have like pre-world food. So we had like ribs and donuts and all kinds of shit. That's another reason why I was so fat, because she was so awesome. I tried to get Big Sid on my channel once, you know that, Boxcar? But what had happened was he went to come on and then he didn't have the application downloaded to go live with me. And so it wouldn't let him sign on. So I'll have to get with him and see if he wants to do a retry and do a part 2 where he can come on here. Yes, I can't remember her name either. So, okay, guys, I'm going to go put my mascara on, and then I will be live in 2.5 hours, okay? So at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will be live, and we will be having a Medication-Assisted Recovery Anonymous live stream meeting tonight, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I love you guys. Okay, Christy, I'll text you. I'll see y'all here in 2.5 hours. Meet me back here.